Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. We got a video today from Darius M.
I hate being a nurse, and that might be a strong statement, and
this is the scary part about this is these are the people that take care of our elderlies, our sick.
literally feel like I'm gonna get upset, but I hate it. I hate being a nurse.
Does anyone know what they're doing? I graduated nursing school in March, and I don't want to be a nurse.
30% have left the bedside. Of those who remain, 72% want to leave.
They're having news conferences about these women leaving the nursing field. I remember it was cool when I was growing up for the chicks wanting to be nurses, right? Now they get a bad rap. They're promiscuous, right? The travel nurses begin banged out.
I mean, you're right. They do have a bad rap. They're the number one profession that cheats. That is so well known nowadays.
Be hooking up with all type of different guys. You know, nurses are seen as the individuals who like to get around, right? They cheat a lot. And this goes to show you that the grass is not green on the other side. These chicks, they want these nursing careers. They go through the field and everything. They go through school, and then they realize, like, man, this is not all that cracked up to be. The money is not worth it, right? There's nurses, you know, during the pandemic who was fainting, who was breaking down, who was crying in the car, who was like, I quit, I can't do it no more. Working those long hours, women are not built for that.
They're not.
But they just look at the paycheck. They're not looking at what it's doing to their body.
Of those who have 0 to 5 years experience, 95% want to leave.
New Jersey's hospitals are seeing a scary trend. 1/3 of nurses have dropped out of the field completely since 2019.
Can someone tell me why I'm the only one at my work that cannot afford to buy takeout for lunch every single day?
This is nursing. This is giving everything.
And I'm not saying it's a hard career. It is definitely one of the harder careers out there. I probably would not be able to do it myself. Having people's lives in my hands at that degree.
Everything that you have for 12 hours. Being berated.
That would be the other side. There's some miserable patients out there that just treat you like crap. I've seen it. I've been in the hospital for quite a while, and I can hear other rooms yelling and doing all these things and like attacking nurses and stuff like that. It's not the greatest careers out there for sure.
Why is she crying? Number one. Number two, I hate how chicks record themselves crying. It's like,
that
all right,
I do
ready?
agree.
1, 2, 3, go. Okay, I'm done crying, and clicking stop and posting it. These chicks, what they like to do, they think about the money. So they get into the field, they do all that studying, right? They do the internship, and they get into nursing, they think about money, they do the shifts, and they're like, man, this is not what it cracked up to be. Like, yeah, you getting what? 3.
I mean, it's also not, I'm not going to say it's their fault too much on this, Darius, because our parents push us to some careers too. Our parents push us to be nurses, doctors, and all these things for money. Lawyers, at least Asian parents, right? They didn't think about our mental health and if we would enjoy this career or we're even good at it or not. No, it was engineer, lawyer, doctor. If you didn't hit any of those three, you're a disappointment. So
$4,000, $5,000 a week, those paychecks is good. But at the end of the day, what is it doing to your mental health? A lot of these chicks really don't want to be nurses. They're not really caring. They're not nurturing. That's what a nurse is supposed to be. They're just thinking about, you know, the next paycheck.
Again, when my mother was in the hospital, she had some young nurses that were taking care of her. Like I said, I wish I could smack the out of those.
I'm gonna spend this money. I'm gonna use this money, you know, to buy the next outfit or nails or a weave or whatever.
And this is what
now
they
look
do
at this
too.
chick.
Make TikToks.
It says when you've discharged the last patient for the day. This is what the individuals who care for your loved ones are doing.
Right.
Dancing. You have
Clowns.
lives in your hands. Look at these three. With they badge on, that's how you know that like they know they're not gonna get fired.
Like, we've sexualized the world, and feminism has made women only care about attention, and like that's all they care about nowadays is just pure attention. This is why you see surgeons that spent like what 30 years of their life almost to become a surgeon, through schooling and all these things, are willing to give it away for TikTok attention.
They're always showing themselves off.
I have a question. Nurses, are y'all making money or no? It's too much disparity that I'm seeing. On one end, I see people like that Asian nurse, Nurse Alex, saying they're broke, they're struggling. This lady, broke, struggling. Then I'm seeing Nurse Brat in Dubai, designer down.
There should not be this much of a pay disparity between nurses.
All right, this is a PSA. If you are a younger person, or maybe you're like, hey, I want to change in careers, and you're like, I'm going to go back to nursing school. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking go back to nursing school.
You know how people say, I'm going to be a nurse because I want to make nurse paychecks. Everybody says that. Baby.
Do they? I've actually never heard that.
I've been a nurse for 10 years. Guess how I'm paying for my gas today? $15.
In quarters. You're supposed to be doing laundry with that money. These chicks, they don't really like being nurses, right? They just do it for the money.
I don't think nurses get paid that little. You should be able to live a decent, comfortable life as a nurse, from what I can tell from all the nurses I know.
They do it for the check. They know, like, okay, I go to school. It's easy for me to just give a few pills out and document something and check.
It definitely ain't that.
Your blood pressure and your pulse, and that's it. They don't think about, standing on your feet all day.
Cleaning.
They don't think about, just having a good relationship with the patients or the old people, the residents. They don't think about none of that. They just think about the check. That's why you see so many of these cases come up where these chicks are, doing stuff and abusing these elderly and everything like that, because they really don't want to do it. They be stealing the elderly's money. If y'all got loved ones in the nursing homes, I advise you to take them out, because these nurses and these CNAs and stuff, they be doing all type of stuff.
Hell, even if you have a family member in like a long-term like hospital for like months or a couple months, take them out. That's probably one of my biggest fucking regrets in life right there, is not taking my mother out of that hospital. I just didn't have the time or the space in my house or the place I was renting at the time to take care of her. So the best choice for me was to take her to that long-term facility or the hospital. She was only supposed to be there for a month. And that's where she ended up passing because of the neglect that all the nurses and doctors. I don't want to talk about it anymore, so I'm just gonna watch the video.
Eating your loved one's food. It's crazy, right? You seen the people, the families that set cameras up in there to see what's going on, and the CNAs and nurses, beating on them, on your loved ones, talking down to them, cursing at them, calling them names, all type of stuff. Be careful with these nurses.
Darius is right. Some of these people don't give about your loved ones at all.
Payday is coming up, but it's not today, okay?
You want to know what's so funny? I posted a video the other day talking about the fact that I'm 26 years old and I'm in $95,487.73 worth of debt.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
Close to $100,000 worth of debt.
Woo!
Just to be a nurse. And you got to pay that back. That's what I'm saying. They want to be strong and independent, but they don't think about the long-term ramifications of that. Right? You got to pay that money back that you owe. And a lot of times when they get married to these dudes and they don't tell the dudes that they're in debt. So when they divorce, the man inherits at least half of that debt, if not the whole thing. It's crazy.
Majority of that being student loans.
Med-surg is the most frustrating nursing class that I've ever taken so far. I feel like no matter what I do, no matter how much I study, it's not enough. How did I manage to get the same score that I did the first time? And it wasn't even passing. Someone tell me the science behind this because I just can't.
A lot of nurses are very much broke. A lot of y'all got hired during COVID, so y'all thought those $5,000 contracts per week was gonna last.
Yeah, a lot of chicks, they were just taking nurses. They were like, hey, you want to be a nurse? Like, you barely have to have any experience. Come on down here. And these chicks that were living in the Midwest or whatever, they will, fly to the West Coast in California, be a nurse, right? Or they go to New York and then they get their little money and everything, go shopping. They take their picture. Hey, I'm a travel nurse, right? It's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. So you're making money and you're basically traveling, and everything. So what happened was, the pandemic started to, be taken care of and go down, and people start to get back to some sort of normalcy in their life. And then they didn't really need the nurses, right? Not that much.
Well,
and they weren't making that money.
Such a degree before, after COVID, there's not a lot of sick people nowadays.
So the chicks like, man, I'm done. Right? They bought these cars, they financed these houses, they did all these different things, and they realized that, man, I gotta pay that money back. I gotta pay that back.
So y'all bought Mercedes, BMWs, and them Infinity's SUVs. I know what I'm talking about.
I know a lot of people with those Infinity SUVs.
A lot of y'all end up turning in these vehicles because you can't make that $1,200 payment every month.
$1,200 payments?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I don't know why I'm making this video, but
because you're a woman.
Like, I feel like my husband and I are doing everything right. We both have good jobs. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I work full-time. He works full-time. We just got paid this past Friday, right? We paid the mortgage. Bought some groceries. Put some gas in the car. And guys, it is Tuesday. And we have like $200 or $300.
How much is your mortgage? What the hell are you guys paying? Like, I would assume you guys are bringing in like over $10K a month.
What are you doing with your money?
Right?
If both of y'all working full time, you a nurse, so y'all bringing in money. See, women are bad at managing money. Whoever your husband is terrible too. He's not even being a good leader. Right? So these chicks, what they do is they get their nurse money. And then they spend it on outfits, they spend it on lashes, they spend it on trips, the girls' trips, they going out. They're not managing their money properly. And this is why they're suffering, right? And the fact that she's on camera crying, I mean, go get another.
I mean, one of the biggest things my father has always said to me is like, sometimes money is good, but it's not good all the time. This is why you always should save money for the bad times. Would be this, like when you're making good money, save money. For when things are bad, you'll have some money to cushion yourself.
The job. Their spending habits are terrible.
To last us until next Friday. Like,
she might as well do OnlyFans.
Right?
Let's be honest.
Make more money than that.
I think the one thing they really don't tell you about nursing school before you start, and the reason why I'm literally having a mental breakdown right now, is how strict these programs really are.
The burnout in nursing is real. There's shit nobody ever talks about. I'm tired. I'm just trying to get ready for work. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep, if that. I'm sleep deprived. I'm dehydrated. I'm hungry. I'm upset. I'm starting to get wrinkles. Look at my forehead. I need Botox.
I was gonna say, what? No Botox?
Nursing is exhausting.
Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm fine.
You seem upset.
Oh, no, I'm just frustrated with work. It's all right. It's nothing you can do about it. It's just been work schedules and the time, and it's just been really frustrating.
This, I actually do somewhat feel bad for some of these women, right? Sometimes you pick a career, it isn't what it turns out to be, or just sometimes your career is tough. But it doesn't mean you could be crying about it and not do your career properly. Like, come on, ladies.
I hear you.
You know, it'd be great if people got their careers and it's a career they wanted and they just want to help people and, you know, do these things. It's just that doesn't really rule the world. Money rules the world, right? People go into careers, people go into jobs, do certain things, want to be a YouTuber, want to be things because of money. Like money and clout is the biggest thing that runs people nowadays. That's why you see them all doing TikTok dances still, even though they're nurses or surgeons. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that.